Hi, this is Tibor. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer of Zeotap, and welcome to today's video about CDPs and Telco. Today I have the pleasure of having Kai with me. Perhaps Kai, you simply introduce yourself.
Hi, Tibor. Pleasure to be here. My name is Kai-Uwe Laag. I've been managing within the telecom space for almost 2 decades, and lastly, I had the opportunity to be the Chief Executive Officer for more than 4 years for Telefonica Retail Germany, where I had the opportunity to actually implement a customer data platform for our omni-channel environment.
So Kai, as a CEO in the telco industry, how do you perceive the significance of a CDP in today's telco landscape?
Simple. I mean, most telcos across the globe are in saturated markets. They are working against heavy competition, and implementing a customer data platform and learn how to utilize that may be one of the few remaining actually driving factors of growth for those companies. Customers want a smart, highly personalized experience with their telcos, and this is not news for all of us. And this is regardless if they are just visiting a store, or just talking to their service operator on the phone, or browsing the website or using the app. The only way to deliver on this and the only way to create customized, personalized, compelling offers is by actually implementing a customer data platform. Putting all the data together, create a consistent 360-degree view of your customer, and then actually also actionable insights. This will not only increase the customer experience and happiness, but probably most importantly drive revenues, because you are able to personalize your offer in order to make it compelling towards the customer, and this drives upselling and cross-selling. And therefore, these cases usually provide a very nice return on investment.
Where do you see the specific challenges when it comes to integrating, analyzing this telco customer data in a very efficient way?
I think in order to have a successful implementation and to completely change the way you operate in your go-to-market processes, you first of all have to create a common vision, cross-functionally, why and what you are doing, and the purpose of it. Because a successful implementation of a CDP requires close cross-functional collaboration. Implementing the sheer volume of data that telcos usually generate, but also the variety of data and the different sources within the company, like the data warehouse, financial data, billing data, network data, online website data. All of this needs to be implemented into one single customer view. I mean, also, when you start a program like this, data privacy and security can seem challenging in the beginning, but solving these issues in a structured way with, let's say, a knowledgeable partner during the project implementation will leapfrog your capabilities and the way you operate with customer data.
So, I mean, what you're describing, Kai, sounds almost like too good to be true. Can you give a real life example of what you did and what that means in terms of results for your company?
Right in the beginning, we actually tried to optimize our media spendings online, and the first idea from the team was to omit those customers who were not eligible for the offer, instead of targeting a broader segment. Only by doing this and having a more targeted approach, we were able to significantly, by more than 50%, increase conversion quotes. We obviously had a much better click-through rate, and the cost per order, cost per shipment went down by more than 40%, which is an overarching benefit to the business case.
So you just described this suppression use case as your first use case you implemented. How did you actually decide with which use case to start and which use case then to take second or third?
I mean, it should be about value generation and ease to implement, and you just look for the sweet spot. Quite fast in implementation terms, and high on your own assumptions how it pays back. Very simple. It can be a lot of fun just pulling in all those business case ideas from the teams and then deciding jointly on this simple criteria which one to implement first.
Like how did you actually choose the right partner? I mean, you don't have to name them. It's kind of like, what is criteria for you to decide for the right one?
Well, there's always going to be that big discussion, especially in telco operators. Do you choose a software where you've got only one operator actually delivering on all those different disciplines of marketing, online marketing and stuff, all of one big service operator's hand? And there are quite a few players, everybody knows. Or actually shooting for an implementation partner that will be on the ground with your team, discussing every day in an agile approach in the same mother tongue, or at least a mother tongue that is used in the same time zone, to drive a joint success. And I was always looking for these kind of partners who actually put a little bit of skin into the game, huh? Because if you go for the smaller ones who are really dedicated to be on the ground, that have skin in the game, they will be that big benefit and that big tailwinds for you and your team. So make your own decision, guys, but keep that in your head.
Okay, very impressive. So I mean, you have the advantage of having gone through a CDP project already. So what would be kind of your key learnings, your key takeaways, also like suggestions to people who are currently in the process of deciding for a CDP?
Implementing a customer data platform is more about managing change than it is about implementing a piece of software. It's about communication, it's how you include the people into such a project. It's definitely about cross-functional collaboration. So first of all, I think you need to build a common vision that is understood by the dedicated cross-functional project teams. Second, the CDP has one serious reason to exist. It improves customer experience and drives value. Therefore, do a business case, do it ambitiously, and thirdly, shoot for an early success, drive a single dedicated customer journey, drive first tangible results, measure them, and then fourth, on the basis of that first proof of concept, start building momentum with the teams, start gaining a little bit of fun, and start earning back on your investment. Those are my recommendations from experience.
So, Kai, thank you for taking the time today. That was like really helpful. Thanks for sharing like all the insights.
Yes, sure.
Hopefully everyone can take like one or the other learning, and hope to speak soon again. Thank you, Kai.
Thank you. Good luck.